And yet, by the grace of God, we become assertive. We become assertive. And that assertiveness expresses itself in different ways. And one of those ways we find in Philippians 2, verses 3 and 4.
Do nothing out of selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility consider others as more important than yourselves. Everyone should look not to his own interests, but to the interests of others.
So here, instead of being prideful, Christians assertively humble themselves before one another and look to their interests. But as we take a step back and we think about this, Van, as we contrast arrogance with assertiveness, how would you describe that?
Instead of being self-focused and putting our confidence in ourselves, we put our confidence in God, and we are God-focused. Instead of being proud and having pride, we choose humility. By God's grace, we choose to be humble. And lastly, instead of being overbearing, we choose to be assertively clear, bold, and wise.
Yeah, and this was tough for me as I was writing about this in this brief lesson, because what is on the other side of arrogance? And I think it's many things, but what it always has in common is Christians are called to be God-centered people, word-centered people, and bold as we represent God's word to the world.